Warning: if you use these mushrooms casually or recreationally, you could easily overdose. 90% of all deaths from mushroom poisoning are from this family. According to the Audubon Field Guide to North American Mushrooms, never eat an amanita that is not blood red. It is a myth that gray panther amanitas are edible, they kill. Even positively identified panther mushrooms, gray, yellow, possess the levels of ibotenic acid which are lethal. The ibotenic acid is lower and more stable in red fly agaric amanitas. Preparation: collect 1 specimen of red fly agaric per person, or 10 grams each. Fly agarics in my area, 100 feet above sea level in the coast mountains, are usually no larger than 10 inches wide across the cap, undried. This size of cap usually weighs about 10 grams, undried. Dry the mushroom in the sun or a food dehydrator, preferably at a higher temperature. This converts the ibotenic acid alkaloid to the much more stable alkaloid meshimyl. Ibotenic acid is somewhat toxic and is the poison in panther amanitas which kills. So brothers and sisters, dry your fly agarics. Or else you're just poisoning yourselves. Experience: my friend, 130 pounds, and myself, 180 pounds, ate 1 10-gram specimen each. We have both tried every psilocybe available to us: cubensis, cyanescens, Liberty caps, potent, conifer, and even Mexicana Haim Wasson. Nothing we have tried before prepared us for the fly agaric high. All psilocybe experiences were positive. We have both never had bad trips. We don't have psychological problems or depressions. We also don't use man-made illicit drugs, even most medicines, penicillin, aspirin, or pain relievers. We have no guilt about sacred mushroom use, and the above-mentioned factors influence our drug experience's mental mindset. Fly agarics are intense. I mention our previous psilocybe experiences as reference for comparison. The fly agaric high usually comes on in 1 hour, though metabolism rate delayed their action for up to 3 hours in my friend Puny, 130 pounds. We felt euphoric, though clear-minded enough to take our blood pressure, which didn't change all night. My friend is a doctor, so it was taken correctly. This alarmed us because we had heard and read about raving and delirium. Puny fell asleep, which alarmed me greatly until I remembered that it is a symptom. I could not wake Puny, even by shaking him violently and yelling in his ear. After I calmed down, I was amused at my panic and processed it with calmness not usually possible on psilocybe highs. This is a great mushroom for those of the HEAD revolution, as it allows for very clear metaprogramming musing while on it. My friend apparently had a dose too high for his body weight, and doesn't remember anything but a restful sleep. I stayed up all night nausea-free except for my brief panic attack. When the birds started chirping to greet the sun, I tried to sleep, but couldn't. I was blissed out and my nervous system felt like it had taken a rough trip, but I was wide-eyed and calm. I wouldn't call this last stage delirium or stupor, but rather like the glorious morning after a strong trip when you feel so happy and serene. If anyone has had a peyote trip and done a communal breakfast after and felt like they were at God's picnic or the non-local quantum circuit be in, you'll know what I mean. Grinning empathy is this last stage. This mushroom is truly divine. But please don't eat any non-red amanitas, brothers and sisters. A tablespoon can kill you. Peace eternal.